What is up, everybody? Sean the D-Man here, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing great. We are adding a extra video. 'Cause pretty much this entire month, I was really doing nothing but horror games. But yesterday on Friday, the first information dropped about the upcoming Halo, technically remake, not really a remastered. I believe it's like a full remake. Now, if you remember a while back, um, Halo was changing its engines and stuff like that, and so and now Halo is also going to be on PlayStation. So I believe that part is going to come in 2026 when Halo Campaign Evolved drops. Now this dropped yesterday afternoon. I didn't know anything about this. I believe this was going on during a like Halo multiplayer championship tournament or something like that. I don't really know, but it dropped, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. So we're gonna take a look at it. So we're gonna take a look at the trailer, the roundtable reveal, and then they actually uploaded a 13-minute demo from Campaign Evolved, showing off the latest like the visual aspects of it. Let me make sure, because you can go ahead and wish list it and list it now. I don't know if I will. I probably will. Um, so yeah. So a remake of Halo Combat Evolved, titled Halo Campaign Evolved. Now again, we did get kind of an updated thing a couple of years ago with the Master Chief Collection. Um, so it is a full campaign remake that'll be available on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 5. The remake will feature rebuilt visuals, new prequel missions, online co-op, and gameplay changes like the ability to use enemy weapons, sprint, and drive the race tank, which I thought you could do that anyway. Like you can definitely already use enemy weapons. I don't remember if we had sprint. It's been a while since I played Halo. Um, so visual rebuilt. So rebuilt campaign was 4K visuals, updated cinematics, and enhanced the level design. New content, 3 brand new prequel missions featuring Master Chief and Sergeant Johnson. Co-op, 4-player online co-op, and 2-player. Okay. Sprint has been added. Players can now use enemy weapons, including the energy sword. Which, could you not do that already? I may have to replay them. I don't remember. The ability to drive Covenant race tanks has been added. Vehicles are now destructible and boardable. Additional features: a new set of skulls, improved wayfinding, environmental storytelling. The game will also preserve the original score by Marty O'Donnell and new lines from the original voice cast. Interesting. So, um, yeah, we're gonna check this out. Let me make sure I'm on the right. I'm on the Halo actual website, so we're gonna check this out. All right. So let's see. Let's see what this is. Yeah,
According to the data in their network,
visually, yeah, it does look good because I believe this is with Unreal Engine 5. So yeah, visually, I'll look again in a second, but visually, yeah, this does look good.
the ring has some kind of deep religious significance. They call it Halo. They believe that Halo is some kind of weapon,
What sort of weapon is it?
one with unimaginable power.
Chief, you gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Fire Team Charlie, we're on our way.
Yeah,
Touchdown! Hit it, Marine!
yeah. I mean, yeah, like I said, visually it looks great. But again, I'm just kind of questioning on if this is something we needed. Now we'll take a much more in-depth look at it with the 13-minute gameplay.
Somebody order a warthog.
The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here.
Lock and roll, rock and roll.
Give them hell, Chief.
Yeah. Okay. So, so just by looking at the gameplay trailer, it not gameplay trailer. I'm sorry, but the trailer itself, I don't know. Like, a part of me is just kind of like, was this necessary? Did we actually need to have this? Like, you couldn't give us a new. Oh yeah, you can pre-order it now, or not pre-order, but add it to the wish list. But I'm just kind of like, we couldn't come up with like a brand new Halo game. We have to pretty much use or remake one that's technically already had like a remastered with the the Master Chief Collection. So that's kind of like where I am at with it. So I don't know, but I mean, visually it looks good and everything. So let me make sure this is okay. Yeah, this is the round table. All right. So let's check out this round table. See what this is about.
Halo Campaign Evolved is the next project coming out of Halo Studios. It is the ultimate Halo CE campaign remake. It is coming to Xbox, PC, and for the first time, PlayStation. It'll be arriving next year. To talk more.
At this point, there's really not a reason to have an Xbox, because one of the things about Xbox was Halo. It was primarily Xbox, and then maybe it came to PC later on, but if it's gonna come to like all three, I don't think the point of like having an Xbox.
More about it. We've got Dan, Max, and Greg from the development team. Guys, let's get into this. Why is this the right game for right now?
We did this work on Halo Anniversary. I felt like there were certain things that were left unsaid. There were certain things that we weren't able to achieve at that time. There were certain things we weren't able to do.
It's a great time to revisit Combat Evolved for new players, for established Halo players, and maybe even for old friends playing on different hardware today, to allow them to play together and enjoy the franchise together again.
Going back to the Halo ring again for the first time.
For the first time is really important, and for them to be surprised by new content and feel like excited again about exploring the ring world.
For new players, this is the right time for you to jump in. Think of this as your introduction into this huge franchise we've been building for the past 25 years.
I'm curious how you're going to focus on capturing the essence of the original, knowing that you need to evolve to kind of move the experience forward.
Yeah, from design, we don't take that lightly at all. Whenever we make a change, the number one thing was to be true to the original game.
For every one of those topics that comes up, there's someone who is incredibly passionate on the other side saying we can, like, that is sacred. We do not move that crate.
It's really about looking across, what we've learned over the years, what technology.
There has been a lot of like, not tension, but if you follow like the Halo account on Twitter and everything, they've put out stuff that's like, why are you doing that? I think they just recently had somebody leave. Like she was more like a DEI hire, if to put it in layman's terms. I don't know. Like I guess I think these are most of the people that maybe have been. I don't. It's Halo Studios now, but it's probably just a fresh coat of paint from the 343 studios, because obviously 343 had been getting like a lot of flack with some of the past Halo games. Like I think maybe what games I'm trying to remember what games people did not really care for. Maybe Halo Infinite, Halo 5. I thought Halo 4 was pretty fun. I would love like a Halo Wars 3, to be quite honest, but or even a Halo ODST 2, something like that. But
Technology we've built and how we can tie that back into this experience.
So in this game, up to 4 people can play the campaign together, regardless of which platform they're on. And then we're kicking it old school.
I mean, I think that's a benefit right there. I think that's a pretty good benefit. Like, it's cross-platform, because I have friends who don't have a PC, and they play, they have PlayStation or Xbox or whatever. I think so. From that standpoint, that's great. I really like that, having the ability to like play online with your friends and stuff like that.
Play 2-player co-op on consoles, on the couch together, just like we did back in the original. What do you have to do differently to account now for 4 people running around?
For different co-op counts, we will make
so 4 people can play together. Like, so 4 people can play the campaign together. That's interesting. If that's what they're saying, which I think it is, like, you can do that.
Some of the space is larger. We also want to make sure we're authentic to the encounters themselves. So it's a balancing act between that difficulty tuning and making those encounters the right.
I think so. Here's what I would. This is just me, just thinking about it. Like, if you're going to have 4, if this is indeed the case, there are 4 people playing the campaign together. Something you could do is, with 4 people, obviously the difficulty of the game automatically levels up. Maybe there are a few more extra Covenant forces out there. Maybe instead of 2 hunters you encounter, maybe there's 3 hunters that you encounter. Something like that to make it a little bit more challenging.
Size for the right space.
I understand that we've done some special tune-up works to the beloved Warthog.
We have. There's a new seat, what I like to call the golf cart seat or the bumper seat.
Oh,
this is
okay.
on the back of the Warthog, so now you can bring everyone with.
Mind if I join you?
Let's talk a little bit about one of my favorite aspects of the Halo franchise. What is a skull? What's cool about it? What does it do?
A skull is a gameplay modifier, generally mean-spirited. It makes the game more challenging for the player.
The combination, the pairing of these different skulls and how that's going to create that new gameplay experience. Huge amount of replay options for folks.
I love the replayability that skulls bring to a campaign. It is almost endless variety.
We have dozens of skulls this time.
The most that we've ever had in a Halo game.
Are you a lasso guy? I think you yourself told me that you don't think anyone would ever be able to complete this game with legendary all skulls on.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot. And so if you can do a true legendary all skulls on run, let us know. Because I'd love to see it. I think, that'd be really hard.
If there's one thing that this community has shown us is do not underestimate them, and they will find a way. So Halo's always been known for its sandbox. How has this evolved?
We made sure that anything we included isn't going to drastically change the way the game plays, to change the sandbox in a drastic way, but there's some really fun kind of additions, and that's across enemies, weapons, vehicles, things that in the original CE you weren't able to do before that you now can. You finally killed the elite with the sword. That weapon hits the floor and you can pick that up and just, kind of really take it to the enemy.
Oh, so I guess you couldn't. For some reason, I thought you could. In the first game, pick up the enemy weapons, but I guess not.
The sound design. All these weapons, by the way, have been painstakingly remodeled, rebuilt, higher fidelity. How do all these things kind of come to life?
That comes across through the way they look, the way they sound, the effects, the actual panels on the weapons themselves, the ammo counters.
With Unreal, the fully dynamic lighting within Lumen allows us to get those effects, right? That rich plasma lighting up and brightening the environment.
Of course, one of the hallmark elements of Halo CE is what becomes kind of a three-way battle with the introduction of the Flood.
There was quite a bit of development between Halo CE and 3 to kind of how the Flood behaved and just how they interacted with the player. So we've pulled a lot of those Flood behaviors into this game.
And I would say this is a learning specifically from CE to Anniversary, which is just kind of that mood, the atmosphere, the tension, the horror, and really delivering on that from the way that we stage the encounters and the setup and how we reveal the Flood.
In Halo Legacy, there were some pure form units. We've pulled in a familiar friend, familiar fiend, if you will, to challenge the player.
Interesting. Okay.
Talk to me just a little bit about how we're approaching the narrative aspect.
So they pulled stuff that, you know, obviously over the evolution of Halo, they pulled some stuff from the later games, particularly with the Flood. It sounds like, and added it into this.
Aspects to bring it up to the same level as the rest of this game.
We want to tell an authentic story, and we want to level up the cinematics from the source.
As we were building this out, we didn't just kind of put a new coat of paint over the original cinematics, right? We ended up revisiting exactly how they were blocked out, how they were sequenced, how they were put together, and we've done that across the board.
We have access to original source assets, original source code, and access to the original storyboards. We are remastering, remixing the music to go along with these cinematics.
We also had the core principal cast come in and re-record all the lines.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine shields?
This really provides a degree of fidelity that we weren't able to do for Halo Anniversary.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
That's pretty good. I mean, I like that aspect. You bring in the voice actors and stuff. I like that.
I'm super excited that this game will include 3 brand new bonus missions. Tell me a little bit about that.
It was really important that we preserve the original story as it is. So these missions specifically are meant to be a prequel, a setup for, you know, the main course. These new missions are going to offer some new opportunities for character interactions, maybe between, you know, Chief and Johnson.
We've got some new mechanics, maybe some new AI behavior.
Now, here's the thing, though. Like, it's going to depend on these missions, because again, Halo Reach basically, you could probably say, leads into Combat Evolved. So what are you going to be doing? Because is that going to mess with the continuity of like the game timeline, if that makes sense? So I'm curious on these missions. Now, the best way to go about it, quite honestly, would be these prequel missions. If they're going to take place before the main story, these need to take place on Reach. Like the 3 prequel missions need to take place on Reach during the fall of Reach. I think that's probably the best way to go about it, because it's not going to make any sense if you do it any other way, not unless you come up with some creative way about it.
Behaviors, things that haven't been done before in Halo CE.
I think we're just getting started.
So where are we right now at this stage in development? What can you share with us?
In the past few weeks, we've been able to start engaging and sending builds out to some of our community members.
We can now see so many of the elements of the level really coming together.
There's a point in every game's life cycle where it kind of just comes online.
Seeing really high fidelity versions of the cinematics, elements of the sandbox and encounter tweaks and the lighting.
You go to someone's desk and give feedback live on an experience, and to me that's like a really exciting time in game development.
The ultimate love letter to the game that started it all. I would call upon our entire Halo community to welcome with open arms this next generation of players. I'm excited to just relive these experiences again for the first time.
Okay, so that gave us a lot of information right there. Oops, yeah, that's right. I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously, I just wish listed it just a couple of minutes ago, so I'm obviously gonna play it, but I just don't know if this is like what we needed. I don't know if we couldn't just, you know, got a new Halo game. You know, so I mean, I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. So last thing we got is the 13-minute gameplay reveal. So let's check this out.
Covenant believe that what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center.
Yeah, can't really, I know I've said it, but like visually, it looks good.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out swinging.
I'm curious. Why? So I don't know why they got the function like here. You see where the pistol is. You know, telling you what to press to shoot. I don't think you need that because you're gonna pretty much learn that at the beginning of the game, like how to shoot and everything, how to swap your weapons, grenades, stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't think you need that function in this game. So that is a choice. So I don't mind it for the grenades down here, though. Like, I mean, that way you know what to switch and everything. I don't mind it for the grenades. It's just like over here. I don't know if that's really necessary.
Area secure.
Affirmative. Echo 419 inbound. Somebody order a warthog. Hey, I didn't know you made house calls, Warhammer. You know our motto. We deliver.
Let's go find the map room. That will show us the location of Halo's control center. I've been able to pinpoint the main facility by cross-referencing Covenant survey data and religious texts. We were right. It's on this island. I've marked the entrance with a nav plate.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like wild when you play this with like 4 people or like 4, you know, your friends and everything. I think it's gonna be absolutely wild. I don't know if that's new or not with the barrel getting hot when you consistently use the Gatling gun. I don't remember if that's like if that was in the game or at least in the Master Chief Collection. It's a nice little detailed feature there.
In the cliff wall. The silent cartographer is somewhere inside that facility. They're already inside. We have to get in there and stop them before they learn the location of the control center. putting up a real fight.
Needlers are
My analysis
are such a
indicates
fun
that the
weapon to
map room
use.
should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside. Don't let them lock the doors. Interesting. I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo's subsystems. We need to find the security override to get this door open.
Cortana to Keys. Go ahead, Cortana. Have you found the control center?
Negative, Captain. The Covenant have impeded our progress. We can't proceed unless we can disable this installation's security system.
Understood. We're still en route to the objective. I may be out of contact when we get there. Here are your orders. I want you to use any means necessary to force your way into the facility.
Thought he ran him over.
Control center. Good luck, people. Keys out.
Let's move down the beach. Keep an eye out for any unusual structures that could house the security system. It looks like there is a path into the interior of the island.
Ooh. Oh, he's on. Oh my. Okay. that elite was on it. That was pretty wild. He like climbed up and looked like he tried to pull the Marine out, but failed at that.
Down, man. Triggers down. Let's get it going, Marine.
And bro just left him hanging like that.
Area secure. Firing.
There he goes flying.
Smell one, tossing one, please.
I know I'm not really like saying much about like just while we're going through this gameplay, mainly because it's gameplay that we've already seen. I'm just kind of like checking out the details and the visual of it, and it's just, I mean, it's basically the same game with a fresh coat of paint. So that's really the main thing about this. So that's why I'm just kind of like, you know, checking it out. Nice job. But I'll probably be a lot easier when you have like multiple people with you.
Use the holo panel to shut down the security system.
I think I died a few times to him.
Good. That should open the door that leads into the main shaft.
Was he in the original game? He probably
We need
was.
to go to the main facility. Let's head back down the beach.
Mayday! Mayday! Dropship Bravo 22 taking enemy fire! Repeat, we are under heavy fire and are losing altitude!
Understood. We're on our way.
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them.
I love the grunts. You know, funny enough, like this came out yesterday, and then today, while you're watching on Saturday, over on the podcast channel, I just released a video talking about how Halo on Netflix has been gaining viewership over there after it was canceled earlier this year. So pretty weird, pretty interesting coincidence of this dropping and then me just dropping that also. I don't think I ever played with skulls on. I was never really like into that. It's like one of those things is like I want to have fun with the game, and if the game's like, you know, too difficult, then I'm not really going to have fun with it. If that makes sense. That doesn't mean I probably won't challenge myself, but I typically just don't do anything like any kind of crazy difficulty or stuff like that. Great job. Worked out perfectly. I mean, the spray is it's a good addition, I guess. I don't know if the theme was playing over this sequence here. Chief looks good. Alright, so there we have it. The 13-minute little gameplay demo for the upcoming Halo campaign Evolved, dropping in 2026, available on PlayStation, PC, Xbox. So Here we have it again. Nothing really new about the game. It is just a brand new car. Well, no, it's an old car with brand new paint, with maybe a few new trinkets attached to it, because we are getting, obviously, you got the visuals. We are getting the 3 prequel missions along with the main story mission. So the prequel missions are definitely going to be something I'm interested in, and I'm definitely going to be keep my eye out and wait for more details about what those missions are in general. And then, like I spoke about earlier, it's like with those missions though, is it going to mess up the gameplay timeline? Because we know Halo Reach is going on, leading into Halo Combat Evolved. Is this going to be taking the 3 missions? Are those going to take place during the events of Halo Reach? So there are some questions I am curious about in regards to that. But I mean, overall, like, I love Halo, even though it has gotten kind of like, I have not played Halo 5 or Halo Infinite. I have not played those. I played the rest. Um, Obviously the original 3 Halos I love. Halo, like the 2 Halo Wars, Halo ODST, Halo Reach. I love all that. Probably, I guess you could basically say things that Bungie did are the things I like. Not saying like Halo 4 is bad or anything like that. I like some of the stuff that they try to do, adding new enemy types and stuff like that. But we'll see how this game does. Obviously, we'll see for sure. We'll see for sure. But guys, that's relatively it. If you're new to the channel, be sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Be sure you comment below. Thank you again for hanging out. Thank you again for watching. And I will see you in the next video. You guys have a great weekend.